Hello, I've got a couple really cool books to unbox today. They are both from the vintage tier submission with CGC. That's pre-1975. These are from early 70s, and I think they're both early Bronze Age books. Let me go ahead and get this thing open and we'll take a look. So the first one is a book I picked up for a really good price, around $65, and it looked great when I got it in. I couldn't believe I got it for that price. This is The Origin of the Fantastic Four retold, and it also is the homage cover. It's not the same exact cover, but it's John Buscema, I think, redid this cover in his own style, and it looks awesome, man. This is a great display book. If you can't afford Fantastic Four #1, this is a great alternative. So, yeah, this is from September of 1972, and solidly, I believe, in the early Bronze Age. So it's a high-grade copy. I thought it was about an 8.5 when I got it in, and I was hoping to get it up to a 9.2. It's that nice. It's hard to find copies that nice of this book, and looking at it right now, man, look how white that cover is. It just looks phenomenal. I can't even, words can't even describe how good this book looks from here. So we're hoping for that 9.2. So let's see if CGC is going to get us off to a good start. Normally these vintage graders are pretty solid. They're a lot more accurate, and there's a lot less fluctuations in grades. Not always, but usually for the most part, the vintage graders and any of the tiers above that are going to be a lot more consistent. And usually a little bit more, maybe slightly on the harsh side. So let's just hope we got our 9.2. Exactly 9.2 off-white to white pages. And yeah, but very happy to get the 9.2 in this book. It is an awesomely presenting, if that's a word, 9.2 copy. I mean, it kind of looks like a 9.8. I mean, I'm trying to remember what the big defect was on this book. Look how white that is. I can't remember. There's something on it apparently that keeps it at 9.2, but for the life of me, I can't see it right now. And the fact that I can't find a defect, yeah, I mean, somebody's going to want a 9.2 copy of the book that looks like a 9.6 or 9.8 for sure. I'm not going to keep that for the PC. I'm going to go ahead and sell it. The second book I have, now this one I'm a little bit nervous about because it's for a friend. I don't normally press and clean books for other people. I have no aspirations to ever do this as a business. It's a common question I get. So it's mostly just for me, 99.9% of the time, but I couldn't help myself. This is a really nice book. So we have here Green Lantern number 87. And yeah, I just wanted to work on it. I was very nervous working on it. I usually am pretty careful and meticulous on my own books. But on this book, man, I was like doubly slow moving. I think my spirit animal is a sloth, because I was very careful not to do damage to this book. And I had to press this multiple times. There's a backstory on this book. Let me back up a little bit. The gentleman bought this off Facebook, and it was sent to him in just a mailer with no backing board, no bag, nothing, just kind of just thrown in there. So it's amazing that it is in as good a condition as it is. Then he actually sent it to a presser, and it was gone 4 or 5 months, just sat there. It comes back, and it looks like it hasn't even been touched. And it ended up getting an 8.0. 8.0, he thought, was underperforming for the book. And it is a very nice presenting book. The back of this book has some major ticks on it, up and down. And they've been embedded in that book, I can tell, probably since the 70s. So spines are extremely difficult, and reversion is very common. So the book was an 8.0 when it came back, and we thought it could do a lot better. When I started working on it, I was hoping for maybe get 9.0, 9.2 in that range. But then once I was done cleaning and pressing it, I took a step back, used my grading tool. It thinks it's an 8.5, 8.0 borderline right now. It just depends on how they treat those ticks on the back. Now, it has a white spine, if I remember, but you can definitely see the tiny little creasing up and down from the ticks. So I think my friend's going to be very happy if we could just get 8.5 on this book. I think he's going to be ecstatic if we get 9.0. So all that being said, very nervous about this because, man, I want to get a higher grade for my friend more than he probably does. More than I do so for my books, because my books, you know, are great, but I do a lot of my books. But to have the opportunity and the privilege to be able to work on this book for my friend, that was just amazing. I'm glad he let me do that. He actually sent me some more books. Those will be back soon as well. But this is the first one to come back for him. So yeah, I'm going to shut up now. Let's look at the grade. What does CGC think? This beautiful copy of Green Lantern number 87, first appearance of John Stewart. This is a big book. This isn't just any normal run-of-the-mill $100 book or whatever. This has some value to it, especially in the 9.0s plus, so come on. If we're going to do it, let's do it on this one. Yes! Yes! Very, very happy about that. I'm going to have to turn the volume down on that. I think I yelled. I'm probably going to hurt people's ears. Holy crap. It's off-white pages, which is fine. I wasn't going to fool around with trying to whiten this book at all. It was already pretty white. I think he's fine with the off-white pages. I don't remember what it was before, whether it was off-white pages or not, but a 9.2. I'll look up the value of this book, but I know it jumps. At like 8.0, 8.5, it's similar. 9.0, 9.2, it starts to jump. This might be a $1,000 book. I'm not sure. But yeah, beautiful copy. Check that out. Yeah, I think he's going to be happy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I still have that giant size X-Men #1. I was hoping to unbox it at the same time as this one, but the hurricane is over Florida right now, and CGC's closed for at least a day or two. So I'm not going to get it back for this week's video, but hopefully for next week's. And we got a bunch of cool books. Amazing Spider-Man 121, 122. Oh, I forget. I mean, there's a bunch of other cool books coming back. I got some more for this gentleman coming back as well. And yeah, so very, very happy with this submission. I'm extremely happy to get my 9.2 here, but I'm beyond extremely happy to get the 9.2 on this Green Lantern, because that is a full 3 grade bump right there. 8.0, 8.5, 9.0, 9.2. If you can get 2 above, it's exceptional. If you can get 3 above, man, you're killing it. So very happy that I killed it on this one, even if I do say so myself, and got him this beautiful 9.2 copy that I'm sure he will treasure for a long time to come. So stay nerdy. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.